Hi Pisces, welcome to your May 2017 General and Love Tarot reading. I've literally been excited about doing your tarot reading since the beginning, and I was actually going to start with Pisces because I know that we always get left till last, don't we, and end up waiting ages for people to upload. But to be honest with you, as Mercury was still retrograde for me and affecting me quite badly, if I went out of astrological sequence, I didn't feel I could either cope or get back. So I had to go with it, I'm afraid. But I've uploaded quite quickly this time, so we haven't had to wait too long. Thank you, Pisces. You are always, by far and above, my biggest viewing astrological sign. I was groping for words then, Pisces. I was going to say population. I suppose, yeah, you're my biggest astrological population. I don't know if there's a collective noun for a group of Pisceans. I suppose it's got to be a shoal, hasn't it, for fishies. So, Pisces, yeah, thank you so much for subscribing, leaving me the comments. And also loads of you. I've got so many Pisces for private readings. It's almost like an exclusive club. Now, if you have any Aquarius in your chart, Pisces, and I do, I'm Pisces with Venus and Aquarius. Check out, I've just done the Aquarius video. Wow, that is shiny sun. And it was very, very interesting and very, very deep. And I'm drawn to say to some of you, if you have got Aquarius rising or moon in Aquarius, check it out. It really was interesting. I've just finished it. Right. So Pisces, I have to actually put a curtain across there. I've got like a full shiny mermaid cloth here in silver sequin. What else would I have? But when the sun shines on it, it nearly takes my eyeballs out. Like, whoa. One moment. See if I can just... Oh, look at that. That's so technical. Oh, that's better. You wouldn't believe what I'm holding the curtain together with there. It's got these heavy curtains, and then I've got my son's WWE wrestling belt, which I've used as like a tie back. It works very well. He doesn't know. If you can hear shouting next door, that is him actually on the Xbox with his friends. Now I'm doing the general reading first, using the Rider-Waite. I've been looking at a few other fellow readers, and there's some really quite rough cards for us this month, isn't there? I don't know if you've seen Tyler's tarot. My God, here's the title of his. The title was Pisces, the worst reading ever. So naturally, I had to hear it. It was actually quite accurate. Damn it, so I can forgive him. Oh God. Wow. There's such a lot going on here, Pisces. Wow. We started those eclipses, didn't we, in March 2015. It feels like the resonance of them will never end. Okay. 2 tens, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, the Devil, so that one's in the upright. Thankfully, Temperance, lovely Temperance in the middle, the King of Cups in the upright, Judgment in the upright. We'll take what we can get, Pisces. We'll take what we can get. 10 of Cups in the reverse. That's 2 tens in the reverse. The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this is the general part, but Pisces, we don't have boundaries, so the general and the love and whatever it is all going to probably mush into one big thing. The two tens that are in reverse, these are cycles. Genuinely, I feel this is the end. I know that the eclipses go on till about August, but I really feel that these two tens are the end of this rocky energy for us. Because they're tens and because they're big. And because they're covering virtually everything. The Ten of Cups is covering the love side of things, the family side of things, and the Ten of Pentacles is the material side of things. And this interaction between emotional disappointment and loss and enforced transformation. I mean, you can't do all your own transforming, can you? The universe is sort of beaten us up a bit here, Pisces, for the last couple of years. But these two tens, I feel it's sort of coming to fruition. And post the 10th of May, we've got a full moon in Scorpio, and I do feel that post that time, things will be a lot more healthy for us. I think we'll still be dazed and we'll still be, you know, as if we've been beaten up, but we're kind of healing and a different person is the only way I can put it. Some of us are feeling weak. Just so much. We've just done so much. We've held up so many things and, you know, not lost our mind. And some of us have managed to not lose our heart. And that's the strength of Pisceans. Pisceans don't generally put a brave face on things. They're not particularly combative. It's not like they're putting armour on and saying everything's okay. There's a strength in, what's the word I'm looking for? Pliability. It's hard to actually take a Pisces down forever because they're a bit like, you know, in the Terminator films when there was that man who was made of liquid and every time you sort of stabbed at him or something, he just kind of went into this mercury liquidy thing and then he went back together again. I'm feeling like we're like that. I'm looking for my hot water bottle because it's really cold. I hope you're with me on this, Pisces, because I'm relying on your Pisceanness to be able to channel whatever I want to say. That's why I look forward to your video, because I say whatever I want to say. For some of us as well, I feel there's some issues. We've got the Empress here in reverse. Some issues, and again, if you have any Aquarius in your chart, watch the Aquarius video because there's a big part of that with the Empress there. Some of us healing issues to do with fertility, children, motherhood, hopes for motherhood that haven't materialised, issues with our maternal side of the family, issues with being a parent ourselves or not being a parent, or miscarriage or any pregnancy related type issues are in there. Now we also, this factor is still there, this Devil card. We are still a slave to something, a lot of us. Now this is the general part of the reading. For some of us this is definitely a person. Chained to each other, chained to the devil. Chained to somebody's flattery and then they blow hot and cold and we're still going back. Or downright toxicity, you know, there's this whole toxicness. It could be chained to a job that we hate, because the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There will come, we've got the Judgment card here, and you can see these people rising out. Each one of these people, the three at the front, represents our past, our present and our future. There is a desire in us, and you can probably feel it, to be able to look over our past, our present, our future, how we're behaving. It's almost like we're standing outside ourselves, watching us behave with this and wondering why we're there. But we're still there. But I feel that that's a long way down the road to this completion, if that makes sense. We are watching ourselves as a passive observer. We do know we're there, and we do intellectually know we shouldn't be there, but we haven't quite moved our heart where it should be. And I feel the Scorpio full moon will do that for us, whether that is a job that we hate, a person, quite honestly, that we hate, but we're still with, if that makes sense, or a person we love who we know is bad for us, or a person we love and we know we're not treating them right ourselves. In the middle of the reading, and I love this, is Temperance with her lovely bare feet in the water. This is just an angelic person whose third eye is alert and on, and she's comfortable with her source. She's got the water here in the 2 cups, and it's like a big cycle. She's comfortable with who she is and where she's come from, and that's what we need to be, because we do have great wisdom from where we've come from, and we've come from a long way away. We've come from a long, if you are into astrology as I am, we've come through each incarnation of the zodiac to reach number 12. We're at the end, and it's karmically you're embodying part of each of all of the other signs and all of their life lessons. And the way to combat this, the way to shine a light on the devil and scorch him out, is to acknowledge this eternal cycle of how the soul dives down, comes up, is cleansed and moves through the wheel, whatever it's the wheel of life or the wheel of the zodiac or the wheel of the tarot. That is what's going to get us out and cleanse us of this kind of toxic energy that is so heavy and so choky and has been following us around for at least a couple of years. And this again, the King of Cups, this is a Pisces card. So he's got his fish. He's got scaly feet. Look at that. He's got scaly feet or scaly socks, special fish socks or scaly slippers. His throne is literally on the sea, and it's quite choppy sea, but he's quite happy, he's quite balanced, and we need to learn to be the anchor in the choppy sea. We can still be blown about, but we are able to live in that environment comfortably, because that's where we are. Now we have the Page of Pentacles as well in the reverse. And I feel that this is an impatience that actually is quite justifiable, because it's been going on for quite a long time. But we're feeling, I think this is like a young impatience, because it's a page, it's a young energy. We're feeling the start of that it could be better. We're kind of peeping over the parapet of May and thinking, this could happen for me. You know, I could secure my finances, this could work, I could walk away from this person. And I feel like we're just seeing a bit of light, but it's making us impatient, because once you see that, you want to rush towards it. But we don't really have what my mum would call the minerals to see it through just yet. We don't actually have the strength just yet. But I would definitely, and I'm just going to look on Ask Your Guides, definitely mark up that Scorpio full moon, because that will clear some of the darkness. Scorpio knows how to deal with the devil in a full moon. That's the kind of light you need to shine on this sort of thing. It will reveal things that have kept us sort of chained, really, like these two are chained to the devil. Let's have a look. These are Sonia Coquette. Oh, yes. Ask Your Guides. Yes. Oh, God, there's so many. Oh, it's you. You little hider. This one was hiding. Oh, no wonder. Oh, it's you. That one. Right, let's have a look at these. See if it... I was just saying to... Aquarius, as soon as I come on to do a tarot video, I get a massively itchy nose and an itchy head. Whereas in between videos, not a thing, not a sausage. Right, these are very interesting cards, Pisces, and these cards actually kind of embody the sign of Pisces. We've got suffering, and there has been a good deal of that. I'm just having a good look at that card. Yeah, I'm noticing there's a triangle there. There's also two spirits trying to give little stars of hope to the new person that's coming at the back. Out of this crouching person here, this fetal position, which indicates growing into a person, there's this new person at the back that they're trying to help. Now we also have denial. This is how the devil keeps us chained, is denial. And it's the full moon that may break those chains, because the full moon shines a light on denial. I feel that we have participated in the denial. It's why we keep getting the tower. We haven't in this reading. But that tower energy has been following us around. I know we got it in the weekend tarot reading. I feel that we are a bit further on to learning our lessons than we were. God, I don't know what he's doing on that Xbox. But it's important to keep the mask off. Pisces, two fish swimming in opposite directions, sometimes difficult for us to get those fish to coincide and be authentic. But there really is a need to stand up and be counted and show our face for who we really are if we want to come out of this. And also survival. I think we've been feeling like we need to survive, which is a fear-based, a fear-driven impetus, as opposed to a choice. I'm feeling like we've got the freedom to choose, and that we have the ability to choose, and that we have the right to actually choose. And also feeling that we deserve it, I suppose, yeah, is the main part. Now then, let's have a look at the love reading. I'm now using, quite hard to hold these, the Mythic Tarot by Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. Gorgeous, gorgeous tarot set based on Greek myths. If you do want a private reading, Pisces, you can book one in my description box below. Woo! We have a jumper. Ooh. I've also noticed that I often wear this jumper for the tarot readings, and then I noticed it was on my thumbnail as well. It's like my friend was telling me that her corporate newsletter came out, which had several different events, and she was photographed in them, and each one wearing the same dress. Never mind. I'm not a big one for variety, but I will try harder. Ooh, you. That bottom one needs to be you. 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 Okay, we've got 9 of these. Let's have a looky see, Pisces. Okay, actually, no, we'll take that. Okay, yes. We'll go with this, Pisces, we'll go with this. That old 3 of Swords that's been following us around. I did see a very funny comment on that Tyler's Tarot when it said Pisces worst reading ever. Some woman underneath had put something about every single tarot reader for Pisces, that bloody 3 of Swords in the Tower, 10 of Swords keeps popping up everywhere. Well, now it's in the reverse. Good. In the reverse. We like that. 9 of Wands in the reverse as well. The 7 of Wands. The King of Swords. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The 3 of Wands. Hooray for the Sun. That 10 of Wands in reverse. And then finally the Victory card, the 6 of Wands. Yeehaw. It's turning. I sometimes are liking it, and especially since we're fish, it can be like a ferry. When you need to turn a ferry, you know, you sort of need to book an appointment with it, don't you? I've got this bit of hair. You think about turning, but it's a while before the boat goes round. It's not something that's going to happen quickly, but we are on the turn. I say that because this is 3 of Swords in reverse. This Greek myth is Clytemnestra, the wife of Agamemnon, who's the one they're stabbing in the bath. She's killing her husband with her lover. So there is a third sword here. We can't see who that is. There was this third person with some of us, a third party, or something we didn't know about that was poisoning everything. Whatever that was, this is now gone into the reverse, not having so much of an effect on us. Again, the 9 of Wands, this is the need for us to build a defence. You can see all those flaming wands defending the territory. We have had a need to be very defensive, and that's probably very natural. And with that, the 10 of Wands in reverse. A lot of us have been feeling we simply can't carry all these wands anymore. This person has set fire to possibly himself. I'm not sure. It's a bit extreme. Anywho, we're not going to carry them anymore. We drop. You drop the wands, drop the bundle, they fall to the floor. It's about time. You know that we had strength reversed in the general. That lack of strength is in our favour. We no longer can literally shoulder the burden, so we need to drop it. And in the letting go of it comes the solution. We're still caught up with the battle. This is the 7 of Wands. Like I said, though, it's a slow turning ferry for us. But nevertheless, this card is a healthy. We'll fight for ourselves. We're willing to stand up and thump somebody with a wand with fire on the end of it. We're willing to fight for what we believe in. Yeah, I mean, it's a good scrap. And that's quite a vital thing to do. It's better than being depressed and giving up. We're not in that mode anymore. We're in the mode where we'll take up arms and we will fight for what we believe in. That's good. Now, some of us in love have been dealing with an air sign for a while. It keeps coming up. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone who certainly behaves like it. This chap here, it's quite a cold card. There's not a lot of heart warmth, not a lot of yellow or red. It's very cool, icy colours. And I feel that some of us have been dealing with a love interest, man or woman, more likely man if it's a king, but could be either, who's either an air sign or behaves like one in that they're not putting out emotionally, they're not matching us emotionally, and they're using disinterest as a way to control. You see that devil card we had before? It's a way to, it's like the Pavlov's thing with the dogs. You know, when they rang the bell and the dogs salivated and they gave them the biscuit, and then they started giving them the biscuit sometimes as a reward, but sometimes not giving them the biscuit. They salivated a whole lot more and worked a whole lot harder. And I feel like that kind of manipulation is what we've been on the receiving end of from somebody who may not have the ability to meet us where we are. doesn't have the kind of heart that we're looking for, the kind of emotional depth, the connection that we want to feel secure. And it may have been, some of us could be also dealing with a fire sign. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, particularly Sagittarians, or Leo really, because there's a lion there too. But this can also indicate that romance did start off hot and heavy and quick and chemical and passionate and exciting, and then the Three of Wands is where it needs to reach a more solid state. And I feel that for some of us at that point it kind of became nasty or became toxic or became a struggle when it should have been easy. Now the last three cards here I do love. So we have the Sun. The Sun will illuminate any reading. Very positive card. Time for us to get back and shine. Also just a card of very positive. It's a very positive card. Time for us to be in our full glory. Not just yet, but we're on our way to it. This is the turning circle. Next to the Sun we have that Ten of Wands in reverse. Brilliant. We've dropped the wands. And then victory. This is whatever victory means to you. But for me, I feel for the victory for us is the moving on. Finally managing to move out of this eclipse roller coaster that we've been on. Much closer to the place it was trying to force us to get to, really. I'm just looking at Chuck Spezzano's love cards. Oh yes. Just to see if they can give us a little bit of insight, any love coming in or what's going on at the moment. Nice cards, Pisces. Right. God. We've got villain. Someone actually tying someone up onto train tracks. That's not good, but it's what it indicates. There has been some villainous behaviour. That devil has already indicated that. That in itself is passing out. That kind of betrayal is passing out of our lives. It's passing out of the cycle. You know, we had the Ten of Cups and we had the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Those cycles now are coming to an end. They're losing their power over us. Now we have two other rather amazing love cards here. Thank God. And this is very pure and simple. Happiness. Happiness comes in finally, and I feel like that really relates to this Sun. I feel like the Sun finally comes out. And we need to learn how to receive that happiness. And along with happiness, and this card doesn't come up much either, but it's absolutely divine. Dream come true. I'm not going to spoil that, Pisces, so I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And also, if you want a private reading, you can book it in the description box below. Do check out my weekend readings. I do a reading on Fridays. I put them up and it's time-stamped for each astrological sign. So you can just click straight to the one at the end, which is Pisces, and not sit through everybody else's unless you want to. And also I upload every day for all astrological signs. I do a daily reading. Okay, see you soon, Pisces. Bye.